having made it to the relative safety of Marcus's workshop, the sorcerers decided to hide the body of Albacius Damascus among the statues. A mysterious wound, seemingly related to the former senator, appeared on Aemil's person while they helped Marcus plaster Albacius' body in an attempt to disguise it. Dominicus Faust arrived at the workshop, but his tense conversation with the sorcerers was cut short by the arrival of Cassius Matho, a potential patron of Marcus. Cassius commissioned a statue for Marcus and informed him that Quintus Imbrux would be holding a public forum later that night. Meanwhile, the others realized that Gaius was being watched by an unseen and unknown magic user.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Sorcerous Origins, your firstborn's favorite actual play D&D series. I am your Coliseum master, Will Peña, and today I'm joined by the players. First we have Riley Civerolo Douglas,
Marcus Prosperous,
Sarah Sherwood,
Clio Meliora,
Clayton Currie,
Hi, I'm Gaius Maximus.
Maya Delatorre,
Avalon, I forgot my last name, Valerius.
disowned,
and Sydney Steinberg.
Aemil, Celeris.
There we go. So you all know where we last left off. Cassius Matho just walked out of the workshop after revealing that my boy Quintus Imbrux is going to be having a little rally today. He's my you guys killed my other boy, so now Quintus Imbrux is my main boy.
Damn,
I got bad news for you, bud.
Okay? Knowing that he's the second
main
choice.
boy.
That's rough. We really did that to you. Listen, Sydney
need
to
some
Will,
better
I'm
boys.
so sorry.
Maya to Will, I'm not.
Look, Marcus and Gaius are right there. Like, you have better choices. I don't know. Better boys.
All right, so the door has just closed. Marcus, you actually get this for once in a couple of days. It seems like a moment of solitude and quiet within your own workshop.
What object would you say is nearest to me right now? Like a
I'd
bust?
say-
Like a
Sure, yeah. Right by the front door,
yeah.
like a coat rack, and then there's probably your first early projects right there.
Cassius like walks out. And I just stand there for a minute in like silence. And then I want to grab like whatever fucking small bust and fucking hurl it at the wall. Just
And all the pieces fall to the ground.
I don't know if anybody can hear that from outside the alleyway, but I would like, yeah, and I just opened the door to the workshop.
Did any of us hear it?
If you have a passive perception over 14, you heard it.
No. I don't know what my passive perception is.
9.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, you walk in, there's ceramic like
I
on
heard it.
the floor.
Marcus, are you okay?
Is Dominicus still out in the alleyway?
Yes.
Are we still being scried on?
Augustus. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't know that, which is why Marcus just like
No.
opened the door for you guys.
That was like the last thing that happened was Aemil saw some floaty... Aemil saw a UFO. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
And,
Aliens? Are real.
Aemil asks that, and I want to subtly glare at Dominicus Faust. And I just go, I'm fine.
Right. Well, I think we have different problems
Insight
right
check.
now.
3.
He's fine, Gaius. What about Marcus Prosperous makes you look at him and think that this is not a completely
No, he's
okay
fine.
man?
I have bigger problems. There's an orb.
There's somebody is looking at us, and I can't see it anymore because detect magic is gone, right?
Yeah.
But it was right there. So I've already said this to you, but I'm going to say it again. I don't know who you are. If you're spying on me because you think I'm awesome, say
Don't
nothing.
Talk. Okay.
That's what I thought. Okay. I don't know who you are. If you want to come shake my hand, come shake my hand. Otherwise, please leave. I don't want to be watched right now.
Honestly, it might be. We could just talk?
I don't know why people play.
Why do
these
people keep
fucking
looking at
games with
us?
It's like we're clued in. Like we get it. Like we also have magic. Like you can't just like, I don't know why this keeps happening. People keep spying on us, and it's like we know you're spying on us. Should we do something about it?
Should we head into the workshop or?
Well, here's my thing. Not to like, I don't know if we want to. I don't know if it's gonna follow us in there, and if we want it in there is.
I could stay outside if we want.
Are we
I
sure
feel
it's
as though it might.
We have no
already
reason
know
to believe it's
everything,
Gaius.
So
That's a good point.
Being watched. That's fair, Avalon. And also at this point,
what do we
They're
have
gonna-
left to lose? Let's go.
They're gonna-
into the
I mean,
workshop.
yeah, it's
to be
fine.
fair, the body's currently under like a tarp right now, so we're
It's
fine.
just a tarp. It's just gonna
We're
see a
golden,
tarp.
baby.
But again,
It's not like suction formed to the body of a dead person. Like it just looks like
Fair.
there's junk and shit with like a sheet thrown over it. So
Frankenstein's
Alright,
monster.
Yeah. It happens. Sometimes there's humanoid forms in a sculptor's workshop. I'm not worried about it. Okay. I changed my mind. I actually changed my mind and I'm no longer worried about it.
everybody get inside.
Right.
let's talk.
All right, I'm gonna roll myself backwards into the workshop, just eyeing the space where the orb is, and just close the door.
Good.
How was having the meeting with Cassius? What was he here for?
Who's
This is Dominicus.
there's so many
Wrong
deep voiced
answer.
I got
men in
Dominicus
this
and
warehouse
Augustus in
now that
here.
I have to check.
Yeah. I forgot Dominicus was with us.
He was a patron looking for me to do some work for him.
Okay.
Is that the work? And I point to the broken piece on the floor.
Yes, it's abstract.
It's very good.
Very well. What's the game plan from here? I know I keep asking.
I have a question actually.
Shoot.
I think I really don't. Here's a sort of a hot take. I don't think there's anything we do. I think there are two options. Either I think it depends on what Quintus wants, which is something I
Do we don't
I-
know.
Oh,
Real
Only-
quick, I
only
was
Marcus.
actually just going
we don't know
to.
anything. Never mind.
I think
Back it up.
as you, it's okay. I just realized I think as you are talking, I really hate when I'm interrupted, so I apologize for Clio for what Marcus is about to do, but it seems like pertinent information. Marcus actually, I'm too American. Let me Marcus Prosperous. Great. Actually, Quintus Imbrux is holding a meeting of sorts tonight. A rather public meeting, which might change the game plan, so to speak.
Like a forum meeting?
That's what it seems like, although what he's going to say, who knows? Surely it isn't anything to do with the...
Do we know he knows that Albatius is dead?
Okay.
He has to know. He has to know.
He at least has to know that he's missing somehow. 'Cause he was
People
supposed to
don't-
come to that meeting. Remember?
I feel like people don't just go missing when you're the way that Albatius was. I feel like it would be very hard for him to go missing. I think we have to assume he knows.
Well, he has gone missing.
You know what? That's a very good point, actually.
It's just a matter of, do they think we killed him, or have
Right.
we kidnapped him, or maybe Telnar did it?
We can't keep blaming stuff on Telnar.
I'm not saying we blame them, but maybe they think Telnar did it.
Here's my question. what does Quintus Imbrux want? Because if what he wants is to, inflame the people about the war with Telnar, then that's who he's going to blame Albatius's death on. If he wants, this is the most unlikely scenario, but if what he wants is a peaceful transition of power, he doesn't. But if he did, then that's when he would say, he passed away. If he wants us gone, he's going to blame it on us. It depends on what does he want is my question. Where do you think his loyalties lie now that Albatius is gone? If he's just going to be furious that Albatius was killed, we're going to have some problems.
Senator Faust, I
think that it
suspect
might
you would have the most insight there.
Yes, I think that Clio is right. I think that it might be the latter of all those options. Quintus bet it all on Albatius. He has always been right by his side. And now that Quintus is not a man who really lusts to hold power, but rather to be near it, he can't lead in the way that Albatius did. If he thinks that Albatius is dead, then it's all over for him. I don't know exactly what he would tell all of the city, but it's going to be a wild move. Nonetheless, he's a dog backed into a corner.
Well, how likely is it that he'll change leashes? If he likes to be near power, who's more powerful than the people who just offed?
Possible.
I feel like if that were the case, he would come to us.
He doesn't know where we are.
Trying to get us to come to them.
Mm-hmm.
Someone does.
Well, multiple people probably do.
Yeah.
Mr. Cashew knew. Cassius?
Yep.
Who knows I'm here?
Yeah.
Okay, what time was the meeting again?
It was like 6-ish, wasn't it?
I just said night the whole time.
Okay.
So probably nightfall, which would be around like 5:30.
Nightfall is at 5.
Is it
Winter?
No, we're in the middle of summer, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
Are we Southern Hemisphere or where's Rome? That's Northern Hemisphere.
Oh, that's a good Rome.
That's Northern Hemisphere.
This is fantasy Rome, though. It's whatever we want.
I'll say it's at 6.
Okay. All the good meetings are at 6 p.m.
And what time is it now?
Right now it is 11 a.m.
Cool. Okay.
We got so much time.
Yeah, and there's the other meeting at 3. Okay.
So
wait, was the other meetings that was supposed to be?
That's
nope,
with
that was at 7.
Spooky blood.
Spooky boy
blood.
3 p.m.
Individual.
We already missed Albatius and Quintus is supposed to have.
Yeah, we didn't stick around.
And then Spooky Boys at 3.
7? I don't remember.
6 p.m. is this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Our schedule. We need a Google Calendar.
We need a Google Calendar.
Do we want to go talk to Mr. Lepidus?
I don't think there's anything we can do about Quintus, and I don't think there's anything we should do. I think he's going to do what he's going to do, and if we try to stop it, we're only risking getting hurt, which is either going to happen anyways or it's not. I don't think there's any benefit to trying to intervene with whatever he's going to say before he says it.
I'm not saying that we should intervene, but it does make it difficult as we don't know what he will be saying. But somehow creating a different narrative to the public. We have time before this meeting begins, this forum begins, to shift the public opinion before he is one man who is seemingly without his leader. So who's to say what he will say or how his state of mind will be? But the people don't know anything, and we can do something about that.
What if we call a meeting 1 hour before him?
Let's have a party at the same
We're
time
gonna have
as
a
him.
sleepover the same night.
Who's more popular?
Gaius, to your point, I think Lepidus might have some information that might be useful. I am so out of my depth. I feel like we should talk to him. It's a gut feeling. I don't.
Well, I like gut feelings.
We can talk to this Lepidus? To this Lepidus person. Here's a question. What do we want to do? Not should, because frankly, the past 4 days, we have been living beneath multiple different thumbs, and I'm planting my feet. I'm not going anywhere. Things aren't being taken anymore. So, if we want to go find Lepidus, great. If we want to do anything else, I'm no longer doing anybody's dirty work.
I love this. I'll tell you that. Great question. I think how would we feel about having Casrius take a look at those notes? I just get a feeling that he'll be able to tell me something that we can't figure out. Something about patterns, and I have a feeling we might be able to get more information that way. Yes, but I don't want to I don't want to show him our cards if we don't want him on our side of the table. So
well, he's already seen that he can't get away with things around us. So.
That's fair. That's a good point.
If you trust him, Clio, then
I trust him with this.
Sure.
Okay. I'm not doing that right now, but that's on my agenda. I think I need to go run one other errand. I would kind of love to stick to some kind of buddy system if anybody wants to go poke around some library ashes.
All due respect, Miss Meliora, I think you need a nap.
Yeah, that's first probably. Mm-hmm.
I can go with you after that, though.
Okay. That's my plan. So.
All right.
How's Augustus doing?
Augustus is sticking to the background. He didn't actually walk all the way in with you guys. He's been kind of sticking by the door.
In a cool,
leaning
way.
against the door frame.
You're not making it. Is he looking at me?
Is he looking at me? Me? Is he looking at me, the player?
I'm gonna take a walk. Do you guys need food? I feel like I need food.
Yeah.
Who is talking?
I'm
Augustus.
starving.
What sort of food? Like meat and flesh?
That sounds
bread. Sure.
Marcus, are you a vegetarian?
No, we're aware of some things that have happened,
I know,
so I'm gauging the waters. With all due respect, when somebody whom we've just seen have an episode says that they're extremely hungry, I just think it's good to check on that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not about to fly into a bloodthirsty rage.
Well, thank you for your honesty, Mr.
I just need some lunch.
Cool. Will, I want to make an insight check on this man. I got some. Okay, I want to explain myself here too, because something about him being like, hey, Avalon, why'd you break up with my brother? And then immediately us being scrying on, just something about that didn't sit right with me.
I can't. You can't
make
take
your
him
insight
from me,
check.
Sarah.
I think he's fine, but I would feel better if I made a little insight check. Ooh, 15. I rolled a 6.
15.
Hey, hold on, wait. What?
Roll a 6
Yeah,
and I get a 5.
I have a +9 to insight. Sorry about it.
With a 15, Augustus is he's been rattled. He is kind of just started on this. He is in the day. You guys are on day 4. He is on day 2, right? He is on morning of day 1.
Right. Okay.
And he is right now searching for some normalcy.
The morning after. The walk of shame.
The walk of shame after you
listen.
turn into a werewolf and eat your mom.
Cleo doesn't have any reason. Cleo is suspicious of everybody, which is why she's scoping this out. Cleo doesn't think anything's up with Augustus. I am just frightened of what Will is capable of. So that's it. Just thank you. Okay.
And quick logistics question: how much longer should we stay put for this long rest? To
2 hours.
Can
2
I,
hours.
guys?
I will not do anything more to you in these 2 hours.
Mwah.
Gaius was
Mwah.
able to
Mwah.
walk around.
Promise.
Can we like?
Can I
No
also
promise.
walk around?
Hmm?
If I were to say, "Hey, can I come with you to get this food?" Gaius was allowed to walk around. Can I also walk around?
Sure, yeah, we already broke the rules a little bit.
Okay,
so,
cool.
yeah, you can go. You can
Sorry.
go. It's fine.
No.
I'm a trendsetter.
I mean, I walked around a little bit.
You did walk around. We've all walked
Everybody's
around.
just walking around. I told everybody to stay at the workshop.
Y'all.
No, I'm just kidding.
We are playing fast and loose with D&D rules, y'all.
Do you, Augustus, want? You might need help carrying.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Thank you.
Sorry.
I would like to smirk at the display happening before me.
Can I glare at Marcus?
Yeah, you can.
Can I roll for friendship with Marcus?
We can follow Avalon and Augustus out unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, like right
No.
now in the workshop.
I want to
think
make it. I
guys-
want to put it on the record that I'm going to bed. I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
I am falling asleep in a corner. Don't speak to me.
I was
Next
gonna
day
say
or
Gaius
half.
is just gonna plop down and take a nap as well.
Taking a nap.
Yeah, I don't think I'm full nappage, but if Cleo's taking the couch, because there is a couch.
No, she'll go in a corner or something. She's not gonna take the couch. Didn't we? No, I don't know. I feel weird about it. I'm going in the corner. I feel
I'm
weird about the
gonna hold
couch. Augustus on the
my
couch,
head
blood
in
and
my
bones and
hands.
stuff.
Hunched over on the couch.
Yeah, take the couch.
Nice. Aemil's going to try to sleep and technically get rest, but find themselves unable to. So
Oh,
All right.
So what's
wait,
Dominic
what's
is
Gaius
doing
doing?
is we all real quick before we move. Just it seems like everybody just like. Dominicus just standing there.
I'll check in with him.
Dominicus goes and like kind of walks from the shop for a second, and he like picks up
Don't
a
touch anything.
chisel. and
Don't
puts it back down.
touch anything.
All right. Is there anything you need me to do? On any errands while you guys are all?
you want my
Um,
magic powers? I don't know how to give them to you, but I don't really want them anymore.
Man.
This poor man.
Yikes.
maybe he and Cleo
We've
can
been-
sleep next to each other.
Stop it. We've been awake for. I've been up for. Long enough that I don't remember, and I don't think I've slept since the gala. Question mark. Is that
It's been like 2 nights.
poor
It's
baby?
been-
Poor baby. I haven't slept in so long that I don't even really remember what it feels like to have slept. So
Cleo, you mentioned that you wanted to find someone named Castrius. Do you want me to go get them for you?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Oh, what about Aster? Aster.
Aster's.
He couldn't find Aster in the first place. That's why he
Oh,
was
yeah.
out.
We don't have to talk about the note, please. Not at a time like this. He's fine. I told him to stay at my apartment, and I'm assuming he will listen to me, which is not a he might not, but I think he will. I I think he's probably fine where he is.
All right.
Are you good?
I just need something to do.
Start brainstorming whatever smear campaign we're gonna go with.
Yeah, I do like the smear campaign idea. The whisper it feels good. I'm not gonna lie. And we've got Avalon and Gaius. That's a resource that we can't underestimate because we saw what they did after the Coliseum. That was a good move. I'm just talking about how great you are. You can go back to sleep. It's okay.
If we're talking about Miss Avalon's speaking abilities, her smoothness was evident about 5 minutes ago.
Okay, that is so different though.
Mr. Maximus, I didn't know you were capable of sarcasm.
He's out.
Fully out.
He's out, Marcus.
All right. We're gonna jump out with Avalon and Augustus.
I think immediately she's like, oh, I've made a horrible decision. This is a horrible. I should.
Avalon, are you disguising yourself in any way? Are you because you're going out in public?
Yes.
Put on a hat, some sunglasses.
I guess I put on a hat and some
Marvel disguise, a baseball.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, the one they use instead of. Those
I put on a
fancy
fantasy baseball cap and glasses.
Yeah, there's like a cloak there.
Like I said, this is also good to show the booth people that I didn't murder Augustus, that me and Aemil didn't murder him and dragging his dead body across town.
He's fine. Look at Augustus. You can see that he's fine. He's
exactly,
fine.
But the people have to know.
Avalon thinks he's fine.
Quiet.
Stop
There
it.
So you guys
Let
walk
them
out onto the
flirt.
Market Street. Avalon in your little disguise. Just try not to be noticed, not really disguise. Augustus says, do you remember that place? We used to get it sometimes when on holidays when our staff was off. Smoking Calf, they have good barbecue.
Yes. Barbecue. That's not her reaction. That's my own reaction. I didn't realize it was barbecue.
There's barbecue in Rome. In like ancient Rome, they like
There is?
kind of how you
Whoa!
kinda cook.
I
It
was about to
They got
joke like
fires,
the
they got
ancient
sauce.
Roman delicacy, but you're
Barbecue's been a thing
serious.
forever, my friends.
It's
There's
not
barbecue and takeout in
KBBQ,
ancient
it's
Rome. It's
barbecue.
all you need.
I love
Holy
that.
cow.
We could have Postmated something to the.
Shoot.
Yes, I remember. Yes,
Great.
we can go.
Uh,
Well, I just have a quick question. As I don't understand why you're even talking to me. Like after I realize this isn't our first conversation, but
I started talking to you again because you started talking to me again.
yes, but how do you not hate me?
Why would I hate you, Avalon?
Because throughout a decades-long friendship over, well, I never even asked over what. That's how horrible it was. I never even asked why.
I mean, I don't know. You got punished for something I did. It doesn't feel like I should hold any ill will towards you. Your parents, on the other hand, are not my favorite people in the world.
Yes, they're not my favorite people in the world either.
Oh, so that's changed.
Oh.
I mean,
A lot of things have changed, Augustus.
yeah, you used to hold your mom on like such a high pedestal. And I don't.
Yes.
No, I never really got it. But no, Avalon, I don't. A decades-long friendship doesn't just. It doesn't end. It has to end mutually, and I didn't let it.
Well, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
you guys pass a fruit salesman just kind of hawking his stuff. You don't recognize him, but he seems like a funny guy.
Trevor.
Wait a second. Oh my goodness.
Well, I appreciate that, and I do want to say that I'm sorry for how I treated you, or how I didn't treat you.
It's okay.
And,
It's,
all right.
I don't know. We got a lot to catch up on. That's nice. In a way.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we are friends again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still friends.
Great. Wonderful. Let's go to the smoking calf.
You guys continue down the market. You move away from the fruits and the veggies and the kale that's being sold on display from these people's houses.
Did we pass any of the boots that were worried that Augustus was dead and Aemil and I were hauling him?
Yeah, you're going in kind of the same direction.
All right. I would like them to notice that he's not dead.
Okay, I don't think you really need to. I'll roll perception, I guess.
Dude, that guy is like super not dead.
I rolled an 18 for perception. Avalon, roll a charisma stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
What?
So stealth, if you have proficiency in stealth, plus charisma, with advantage.
I was so close to a nat 20.
Oh.
It was so upsetting. I get my other dice out. Okay. It's been so long. It's just charisma, my charisma modifier plus my stealth. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Not both.
No, because you're
Do you have
substituting. So do you have proficiency in stealth?
No.
So then just add the charisma modifier.
Oh, okay. Great. 17.
17? You're good. No one recognizes you. But you just keep on moving down. And eventually you make it to more of like the meat market section, where there are all these pieces of like lamb hanging up by strings in the windows. The smell is odorous, not necessarily bad, but very strong. And you pass all of these sellers straight into the smoking calf, where Augustus kind of goes up to the counter for a little bit, orders basically like a family style meal.
Is it a found family style meal?
With like a bunch of
make us a family.
a little bit of butter, and then just like pieces of. I want to. This is my version of Fantasy Rome. They got tri-tip. Do
they have Santa Maria style tri-tip?
They have Santa Maria style tri-tip.
It's after Neptune. This is tri-tip.
While you're waiting for Augustus at the table,
Will, you promised.
What are you doing?
You said nothing bad would happen.
You said nothing bad would happen.
What are you doing, Avalon? How are you like comporting yourself?
I'm just sitting there. I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then no. I think he gets the food. He sits down next to you. You guys get some water while you wait for this big meal to be cooked and served. And Augustus says, so how did the whole senator track and training go for you? Getting closer?
I do think I've hit a almost career-ending bump in the road. Seems like it. Although it seems as though the senator track ended about 3 years ago.
Why is that?
That was a piece of after happened, I was to just be a senator's wife.
I see. Huh. Well,
So perhaps that was the bump in the road.
Yeah. I don't know any stories about friends, doing secret undercover escapades in the night, keeping anyone from being a senator. But the murder thing has happened before.
You mean with
He's
Julius
actually-
Caesar?
he's talking in hushed tones. When he gets to murder, he gets a little bit lower.
You know, the murder thing.
The murder.
The original senators were murderers. They were king killers. That's how it all started out. So I don't know what your goals are anymore. It's been a little while since we talked, but I wouldn't say that it's a complete career ender. It's just a big swing.
It's a real big swing, yes. I'll be frank. I don't really know what my goals are anymore. I kind of prided myself on the whole I do whatever anyone tells me to do kind of thing, you know?
Pride yourself on that. Okay.
Yes. I pride myself in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What?
Sorry, food's ready. Give me 1 second.
Oh, all right.
Stands up and goes to grab like a big it's not, I'm trying to think of what the version of like a to-go box would be. I think it's like, one of those like wooden crates that you use. Like it's just like one of those, like kind of half filled, and it's just kind of filled with different kinds of food.
Do you want help? I did kind.
Sure. And he hands the whole thing over to you.
You're
All right. That's fine.
That's 1 day off of 3 years off the books. Okay. And he kind of walks out the door.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are the scales out or are they hidden?
The scales
if
are
they're
hidden.
Out. Has he fallen deeply in love with them yet?
No, they are hidden, baby.
Okay. Better? Are they hidden better than they were?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So, wait, can I ask him what he's been up to?
Sure. Not much of anything recently. Ever since my parents caught me, I haven't really. I've been a little bit more on the leash.
Can I ask what happened?
Yeah. It's interesting. I thought you already might have figured it out. The People's Library.
Yes.
I was a somewhat of a member, not fully kind of part of it. I tend not to try to get too involved with things, but they had good resources. And so I would head there every once in a while. I did what you're not really supposed to do, though. And seriously, don't tell Clio about this. I would bring books home. I would take them out of the take them out of the library, bring them back.
I think that's worse than what I did.
Yeah, stealing library books. Yeah. And parents found out about it. We're not too happy. I kept it from them best I can as far as the real nature of what they did there.
Yeah.
But my Senex ideals were not very welcome around the house. They kept me under lock and key best they could there.
Yes.
So I had to attend all the events, all the galas, which have been much more exciting since you all came along. Was almost killed at the last one, but did get to see a big old wolf and a big old gorilla fighting. So
You're welcome.
of my top 5.
That's of your top 5?
Yes. You missed the one where Quintus spilled. He was pouring the wine and it hit against the side of a table and the entire thing cracked all over him. Quintus Imbrooks. It was very entertaining. That one's probably maybe my number 1.
That makes sense.
And you guys arrive back at the workshop.
We should all be laughing when they get in. Like
I
we
wanna,
should all like
can
pretend
I-
like we really bonded.
Baby, we're asleep.
Could I rescind my insight check on Augustus? I don't even want to know anymore. I don't want to even. Can I do an outside check?
Outside check.
Never mind.
Just open the door, move in there as fast as you can.
Oh, that smells like tri-tip.
Is that Neptune's tri-tip?
From Neptune himself.
Yeah.
I don't need a passive perception above 9 to smell that tri-tip.
Just didn't offer it to us.
Yeah, and he brings it to the middle, and sets it down. I don't know who else wakes up. Dominicus kind of makes his way over. Augustus tosses him a roll.
Does he catch it? Can you do a dex check for me right now?
I'll
to
do
see
a
if he catches
dex.
it?
Rolled an 11. I say that's enough to catch something.
Alright.
It's not like
The only other times.
it's not like a cool like handoff. He bobbles it, but he.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
That's relatable.
The 2 other
That's-
times that you've rolled for Dominicus, it's been nat 20s, right? Because he rolled a nat 20 to staunch Marcus's bleeding.
That's true.
That was
You did
Dominicus,
staunch
right?
my
And then-
bleeding.
And then he nat 20 spotted the
Yes.
orbs in the. Good for him. Anyways.
He's really good at looking at stuff.
You guys all
Not as
sit
Fixing
down,
stuff.
all sit down to have lunch.
Do we have our long rest?
Unless there's anything else you guys want to do for this next hour, we can finish it off with just
No, dude, I want my spell points.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we've been at full HP in.
In the ever.
So
I've
long.
been at full HP for a good chunk of this.
Shut up,
fucking
Marcus.
campaign.
Quiet, Mark.
It's because you sit in the back, you coward.
Oh no,
That's
no,
not
we're not going
true.
to start that, my love. We are not going to start that. That's simply incorrect. That's simply
That's
factually
untrue.
not true.
Go drown a werewolf.
We can't all be Gaius Maximus.
Can't all be
We
guys.
have 2. We can try it.
Guys, I think there is a weird moment while you guys are like kind of eating this meat and bread and butter, and there's some like salad there for anyone who doesn't eat meat. It's like the best they got at the Smoking Calf. But there's this like weird moment as like maybe you and Augustus like both reach for some tri-tip.
I thought you were gonna say that about Clio.
That hair on the back of your neck goes up, and
Like
like
me or Avalon?
Gaius, yeah, you.
Ah,
You guys' hands don't touch, but you see that you are both like going for the same food, and like haunches raise for it for a second, and then Augustus backs off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Book thief. Let's talk about it. Nothing, just kidding.
Not the
Wait, hold on. I need to. Did he borrow books from the library, or is this a library where you're not allowed to
You
borrow books?
don't take the freaking rebel texts.
Okay, yeah, that's
Babe.
fair.
But now
It's
we
here.
have the rebel
But-
text.
That's what I was thinking about. That's why I made that huge gasp and big face, because he might be the only one who has. Clio has 1. He might be the only
Okay.
other person who has books from the. Anyways, Clio doesn't know anything, but I know that in my noggin now. So
All right. What do you guys want to do? You guys are fully healed. You guys have all your spell points.
Oh,
Feels
So
so
it's
good.
now like 1:30, yes?
1 p.m.
PM.
Okay.
Clio, we're going to check on your library. Is it stupid of me to go and want to talk to Cecilia?
No, I was about to suggest that. That might be closer to where we are now. We might want to do that first.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what's the best order to do things in. But yeah, is there anything else, Aemil? I mean, if we're going, let's go.
I can take care of talking to the... Oh, sorry! One more long rest thing! Could I have tried to attune to the cube?
Attune to the cube.
Because I
Yes.
forgot, you told me that I couldn't use it, but I don't remember if that was because, like, I just straight up was not able to use it at all, or because I needed to attune to it.
So you're talking about the like obelisk
The tube,
kind of.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I
know it's a shape.
Yeah, you can try. You can try to attune to it.
Geometry.
So you've kept it on your person. Maybe some kind of somewhat unconsciously, you've been like moving your hands over. It's like in a way that things don't happen in the real world. It is like perfectly rectangular. Like they are exact 90-degree angles.
Can
That
I say gauche? I
Gauche?
say underneath my breath, I say gauche.
Why?
Because it's tacky.
Marcus,
Yeah.
Art is all about asymmetry.
Marcus,
Marcus, make it.
charisma saving throw.
Oh.
With advantage?
Bitch.
Where did you get that from, babe?
I've honestly
Because
made it
Riley
a
wanted
habit
it.
in every campaign that I'm in to where if my DM asks me to make a roll, I just ask just to check. Because sometimes they say yes. Okay.
Sometimes it's a sure, why not? We've all been there.
Yeah.
14?
14. Nothing happens. You're unable to attune to it, and nothing.
If I had rolled higher, would I have been able to?
I'm trying to decide if I should answer that question, not what the answer to that question is.
You don't have
I'll
to.
answer.
Don't
No,
answer.
you would
Don't
not have been
answer.
able to attune to this.
Okay, cool.
This
That's
is a
good to know.
secondary effect for what the saving throw was for.
I
Okay.
don't know what that shit is, but it is
Horrifying.
dangerous. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
I'm tossing it in my pocket.
I shouldn't have given it to Marcus. Anyways.
Forward. I can talk to this Lepidus.
I think we should do that all together.
I was gonna, I want to go talk to Lepidus as well. I think we should all be there.
He sounds dangerous.
He sounds weird.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a freak.
I
which are
don't-
not-
How long do you think that your library detour is going to take?
I can always just I don't feel a need to deal with this person, but I do kind of want to know what's up. We could be back in 2 hours if we want to meet up here and then go, but it's at 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Meet
1
us-
now.
Meet us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have the directions to
Yeah.
his house.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna take a left down Wild Horse Street. That's the
Wild
street where all the
Horse
wild
Every
horses
street.
are.
There's wild
They're
horses
all
on
wild
every
horse
street.
I know,
Who's
but
gonna
this is
ride your
Wild
wild
Horse
horses?
Street. This is where they come to sleep
not
at night.
Avenue.
You don't walk down Wild Horse Street. You will be trampled.
There's Wild Horse Street, Wild Horse Avenue, Wild
Mm.
Horse Circle.
Boulevard. We're going. I assume things have to happen at 3, so you can make your way over, but just be warned that we most likely won't be able to wait for you if you are late.
Right. We will try our best. Sometimes things happen, but I fully intend to be on time.
Yeah, unless we get, attacked and are either
Let's not put that
incapacitated
out
or
there.
dead. We'll
Let's-
make it there.
Respectfully, Aemil, let's the 2 of us specifically not put that out there.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
well,
the
let's
last
me
time I
specifically.
died, I
let's
guess
me
I came
specifically.
back.
You know, actually, that's a good point. I don't know about me though.
Is the dog in the direction of Lepidus?
Yeah, what's up with the dog?
Let's talk about the dog.
Marcus, as you're looking at the directions, it kind of reminds you. You take a look at the I forget his name. The Alexi. He told you the perimeter that the dog was kind of
The soup guy
around. Those directions lead directly to the center of that perimeter.
Good. That brings our agenda from 3 things to 2 things because 2 just combined.
Yeah, this is good
Here's the dog.
efficiency-wise. Bad
I don't
on
think
my
he's the
adopt
dog.
the stray dog.
I don't think he's the dog. I think the dog is his.
I want the dog.
Get the
We're gonna
dog.
steal
Go
this
get the
man's
dog. I'm taking the dog, dumbass. Get it, Mark.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go do shit.
Library.
Okay. So what? I feel like
Clio or library?
Clio would know this.
Who's closer?
Well, whatever's closest, because I want to talk to
Library.
Cecilia. I want to go to the library, and I maybe want to swing by the apartment.
Library.
There's
would be-
time.
Should anybody else accompany the 2 of you?
Dominicus raises his hand.
Okay. Yeah, we could. Sure. Come hang out. We
This
could
all
all
is-
go unless you all
Yeah.
are.
Is there anything you guys need to do, or we could just have it's a party? It would be honestly kind of a relief to just have everybody in the
That's
same
true.
place.
We could do that. I'm just worried. I'm on my little real life time thing where I'm like, I just don't know when we're gonna get there and like what the traffic's gonna be like. So I don't know if we can.
Yeah.
But if
Well, we might have to fight this dog. That's
You
more
could
my
always
head at.
you could always split off and go.
Yeah, we could leave
That's
early.
fine.
Okay, yeah, let's all go to the
Yeah.
library.
Did we want to discuss anything about the potential, what you call it, smear campaign?
Yes, I do want to talk about that. It's such a brilliant idea. I wonder if there's time. How do you have a plan, Avalon? Do you know like how you would want to do that? Because
Well-
I will support you in whatever way you need because I love this idea. I don't know.
Dominicus might have been. That was the task that you gave him. Did I know that? Did I already leave by
No.
then?
You're gone, babe.
Never mind.
Unfortunately.
Whatever, we would have told you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Will there isn't everything is all the news and stuff is posted on like a poster.
Yes. There is like in the main like kind of town square, which you guys are very close by to. That is how most of the news gets transferred to the whole city, is it's posted onto a billboard basically.
Is there still a huge gathering of people outside of the Coliseum for that memorial, or is that kind of trickled off over the past couple days?
It's trickled off since you guys saw it. You guys actually walked past it, or I don't know if you did, Aemil, but the other people did on bringing invisible Gaius. And there weren't that many people at that time, but it was also like 6 o'clock in the morning.
5 in the morning. Yeah.
So
I don't know the exact things we might spread. However, I do think that we should do it in a way that doesn't lead directly to us, that we started it. Whether this means going into a large crowd and being invisible or something.
This is Dominicus speaks up. I've put some thought into it, but I still don't quite understand what you all want to do. Are we confessing to the whole plot and everything?
No.
I think the story we're trying to put out is that the 5 of us discovered that Albatius was doing some nefarious magics and
The
put a stop
other
to it.
option is everyone send their well wishes to Albatius Damasus as he crosses into Telnar territory to bolster the troops.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
sounds
loving
good.
the. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think it would work. I
We
don't
can't keep blaming
love it
stuff on Telnar.
morally, but
We're
yeah.
not
We're not
blaming it on Telnar. We are making an excuse for why Albatius Damasus isn't in the city.
I really hate that people are going to think he's a hero when they read that.
Well,
They're going
then
to think that he's a hero,
Regardless.
no matter what.
we could also, instead of that, this is a loftier one, that he's betraying the country and fleeing because the Senate.
I like that. Have we considered just framing Quintus?
I
Do wanted posters exist in this world? Are there wanted posters?
yeah, there are.
Yeehaw.
Wanted Quintus Imbrux for the murder of Albatius Damasus. Put that out there, let people speculate. I think, if anything, people will be confused and people will believe him less. I don't think that's nothing.
I am an artist.
Yeah. And you've got a great model, right? To get a
I
passing
hate
resemblance.
it here.
I think this speaks up again. As far as these are all great ideas. And they a lot of them would be effective for the people, the population of Telmar.
You're on thin ice, Buster. You can't afford to make mistakes like that.
They would be good to confuse and misinform and the people of Imperius. I'm more worried about Albatius's circle, whatever's left of it. If we say that he's off to war, that will maybe
that's not true.
lesser informed population, but they will know that's not true. They had meetings with him.
They will know it's not true, but who's to say? There are people on the side of what was done. Those senators might back this idea. And the people, if the people are convinced, who's to say that they will believe anything that the inner circle says?
The other option is we put all of this out there.
Oh, okay.
Not just one rumor.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Say everything.
Except
I
not the
think it would
truth.
work.
Except
I'm
the
already
truth.
confused.
Not the truth.
Oh, you mean don't like confess? You mean spread every single rumor that we
Albatius
can
is
possibly
crossing
think
into
of.
Telnar to bolster the troops. Quintus
fleeing
Imbrux
to Telnar.
wanted for the murder of Albatius Damasus. Albatius Damasus seen fleeing.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like this plan.
I'm sorry, I think that the best thing to do, and I will speak honestly here, as I tried to do, is to tell them everything, because we are in the right. We can tell them about the conspiracy. We can tell them about meeting at midnight 2 nights ago. What we did was right. We did it for the right reasons. We did not know about any of the undead raising whatever. At the time, we just knew that he was looking to become an emperor. And when people find out that these are lies and it's confused, and we can't keep the lie going that he's gone forever. People will find out that he's dead eventually.
Well, I'm assuming they'll find out that he's dead tonight. That was my assumption this whole time. I was never under the illusion that people were going to believe any of this. I just want to break Quintus Imbrux' credibility for a few hours. I'm going to be honest, for fun, mostly.
Can I make an insight check on Dominicus?
Sure.
I mean,
I got a nat 20.
What you just saw was fully the most honest Dominicus Faust there ever was.
Okay.
This is what he does, and this is why this Avalon, you remember back to probably pretty early on in your kind of like senator training, like learning all the people. This is why people elected Dominicus Faust to the Senex, is because he was like an honest, upstanding young man who fought for the ideals that this city was founded on.
Okay. Cool.
And he has kind of put away those for a little while, especially while working on this
assassination plot.
Sorry,
project?
Clayton. So working on this assassination plot. But he doesn't want to lie. He doesn't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree with Dominicus. I think.
That's fair.
I mean, before we even knew about the dance macabre and whatever Roman Mortis Exultant, like that was our original smear campaign, was to tell the people that he was doing horrible magic, and he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there a benefit to doing this now and not waiting until after? I mean,
I think it's just to
there's
get
a really
ahead.
good chance that Quintus already says all of this in a lot more public way. Is there a reason that we should take our time to say it first if we're going to maybe say the same thing?
If he says the same thing, then that's great. He says the same thing.
He's gonna say that he's not gonna tell the people that Albatius was a threat to them. He's gonna make Albatius a martyr.
Yes.
Sure.
Can our names be kept out of this? If you want to tell the truth,
there's no way. Everyone knows who we are.
Well, not all of our names have to go on it. I'm not scared of this. I probably should be, and I recognize that. But I don't know. You can put my name on it.
My name can be on it too.
I'm just saying that Mr. Faust here has offered up a solution, and one in which your faction of the Senex takes most of the responsibility, since it was indeed your plot. All they have to say is they sent people to assassinate. If people want to speculate that it's us, great. I don't think we need to sign our names.
We don't have to. That's fair.
That.
That's fair.
And say they sent Avalon Valerius, Aemil Celeris to assassinate.
Sure. I mean,
if you want to attach
question.
your name to it, fine.
I don't want to. I'm just not opposed to it. That's the next question. Then is that half of the Senex gonna take that hit?
They will. That's what we agreed to.
Great.
So are we putting the truth out then?
That people that Albatius Damasus has been killed on the behalf of, on the encouragement of this half of the Senex, I guess.
And tell everyone everything.
Because he was trying to do a hostile takeover of the city.
It was discovered
dangerous threat to life, and yeah.
When are we supposed to have time to do this before 6 o'clock?
I don't
Word
know.
of mouth, bulletin boards.
This might be so stupid, but we could show up at 5:55 when everyone is there and take over his
I don't hate that plan at all.
I was going to say, I mean, we have other things we want to do. That seems the rest of today, so I don't know if we'll have the time to go around the city spreading word of mouth. The best place to be is going to be where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that my only thing with that is to not give enough time for it to fully process.
5:30?
25 extra minutes. If we could I don't want to kill anyone else, but if we could keep Quintus from speaking for at least a little bit until people have with silence or I don't I don't.
What I'm also afraid of is he's going to be up on that stage. He's going to be upset. We cast silence on him. We say, hey, this is why he was killed, all this stuff. And then they're going to see a sympathetic man up on stage and think that this is a last-ditch effort to save our own skin.
Maybe this, I'm having second thoughts. If we show up right before this meeting is supposed to start and say, actually, here's what really happened, I feel like if we're willing to just let the truth come out, I feel like it calls our credibility into question if we have to stage it like that.
Also, we're then in the middle of.
Yeah.
We have.
I'm second guessing this.
Let's write everything. Pop it on the bulletin board.
Don't think we have time for that.
Well, Clio and Aemil can go off and do their own thing,
Yeah.
and then the rest of us will stay. Gaius, you can choose to do whatever you want. If you want to go with Clio and Aemil, you can. You can stay here.
Aemil, should you be in the writer's room for this, maybe?
I honestly,
we are just
sure.
talking about straight.
Yeah,
facts.
I'm a poet. I write fiction. This is I'm not a PR person.
To Cecilia, go speak to Cecilia.
Yes, I'll probably get.
I can edit it for punctuation after you finish.
Good. The copy editing. I think that'll go well. So we're splitting up.
Yes. What is it, guys?
I think we just need to pick one plan because we've been bouncing back and forth, and it feels like we're kind of finally settling in on something, but I don't see why we can't just say it. Why we can't just go. We don't even know what Quintus is going to say. Go. If he starts saying something that's not true, we call him out in front of everybody. People don't know who Quintus is. People don't believe in Quintus the way they believed in Albatius. That's his name. I have a face that people recognize. Miss Valerius, you have a face people recognize. People know us. They don't know Quintus. Even if they believed in Albatius, they don't believe in Quintus.
I tend to agree with Gaius at this point. I understand that you'd be afraid of appearing like you're doing this out of nowhere, but I don't know. Quintus has already called this meeting. If you post signs on the billboard and everything, and people talk to other people, 5 hours isn't a lot of time to get word of mouth.
And if there's anything that I know the people of Imperium like, it's a show.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm not dying in the middle of a forum, so if we do this plan,
I will
everybody
go.
needs
I'll
to be
right
prepared.
up there. I can get out if there's a problem. You don't have to be in the middle.
We'll go. It's fine, but I just need everybody to realize that we are walking straight into.
We're exactly where he wants us.
And I'm sick of being where people want us to be. But if we think we can come out on top, and if people are willing to take the fall if that doesn't happen, then sure.
Are we concerned at all that we might not be able to go to this thing? Anything could happen in the next 5 hours. Are we concerned at all that we might not make it to this thing?
If we're dead, then we don't have to worry about it anymore.
That is such a good point. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll be there at 5:45 and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
But first at 3, we're talking to Lepidus to see what the hell is going on with that guy.
Okay. So what's the plan now? Are we splitting up? Are we all going to the library? Are we?
If this is the plan,
we're all together.
Leviticus speaks up. If this is the plan, I'm going to get all the other senators together to let them know that it's coming out and that they should be ready.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Dominicus, we should tell you, we were informed that Albatius had spies at the meeting. We know that there's magic that can let you watch people and can let you, tap into that kind of stuff, but you should be careful. You should be very, very careful.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
One other thing that we might have overlooked, the big clay statue of a dead man elephant in the room.
Oh, fuck, I forgot he was here.
We could bring him with us.
Oh
No, we
Dominican,
can't fucking
would you like to
bring
bring
with
him?
us.
Does your workshop lock, Marcus?
It locks, and I mean, here's the thing: is we could uncover it and
Get, like, a
put it next
wheelbarrow?
to other forms and shit.
We could leave it for now and then see. I mean,
I think that's a bridge that we burn when we get to it.
If somebody breaks into
Yeah.
the warehouse, they're finding the dead body of the president
the
no matter
fucking
what.
the stone. I can't cope with that.
If
We come back and the
somebody
body's
is
just
is
gone.
already in the know enough to break into the workshop, they're gonna look underneath the sheets. We might as well prop it up and make it look like it's supposed to be there.
I don't see it. I think it's I understand what the value of doing that would be, but I don't know that it's worth taking the time to do that.
I mean, I assume it wouldn't.
It
I
would take
assume it
like
would
10
take,
minutes
like,
to
2
stand him
minutes.
up, right?
I assume this isn't a whole
Oh,
like.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just like standing. We're not like posing it. We're just like standing. I thought you were gonna try and do like, because you had talked about doing like a whole person thing to make it like look like a stat, not like posing, but like to make it like, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
put him
sure.
up next to the other like figures and shit.
He's like plaster now.
I've used plaster
sticky.
before. There are other plastered things around the
Okay.
workshop,
All right.
Okay.
and then yeah, I'll lock up.
Yes, and all right. You guys are all gonna head to the library.
Celia's house.
Library
Right.
first.
Library first.
Will told us that was closest. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Cool. Everyone make that charisma stealth check. Marcus, make it with advantage.
See,
Guy-
this is why we ask if we get things with advantage.
Gaius, make it with disadvantage.
Because I'm in a wheelchair.
Do I do
Oh, I
anything?
don't use that one.
No, because you're a very public figure.
That's what I mean. The wheelchair is a very noticeable thing.
Oh, I used the
Yeah,
wrong
Wait, does
die.
this mean that I'm not a
People with
public
wheelchairs.
figure?
Hmm?
Not anymore. Not for the past 10 years.
That's why you have advantage.
Oh, wait, do I get advantage again?
Uh,
I don't even fucking.
No, I
want
think you're
advantage anymore.
standard
This
now.
place-
So
Oh,
bad.
goodness.
I've gotten more
Um,
famous in the past 5 minutes.
That's gonna
Wait,
be.
do I have proficiency in stealth? Where is stealth dexterity?
Are you sure I can't get advantage?
Take back my advantage. I don't want it.
Use it. I got a 5.
No,
we
I
need all the
need
help
it
we can
anyway.
get.
Take it back. I don't want the fucking advantage now.
I'll take Riley's advantage. give City Riley's advantage.
Emil, what'd you get?
5.
5. Avalon,
7.
7. Gaius,
9.
I got an
Marcus?
18. I'm leaving these bitches.
Clio,
10.
What did Augustus get? What did Augustus get?
Augustus. Oh, I guess Augustus is coming with you guys.
It's not gonna help. That's
If
2 to
I
4.
tie it.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, that was
Did he get
1
a
to
nat
4.
one?
Augustus got a natural 1.
Okay.
Can I literally be like partly away from this fucking group?
I was so
That
close
seems in character
suggesting
anyways
that we
for me to
stagger
not
our
be
exit.
hanging out walking with all my buddies hand in hand. If this can any and somehow save us, then I'm at least fucking 5 or 10 feet ahead of these people.
I think
People ask us questions, we can just get a start on this press conference. Be like, hey,
I
yeah,
think-
we killed this guy.
I think me, Aemil, Gaius, and Augustus all trip, but Augustus is the one who falls.
Why trip?
Cleo's
You
fine.
get him up
You
to the
roll
roof.
over a rock.
I technically passed this check, right? The
You got
10?
9? No, I put the wrong.
No, I got a
page.
10.
You got a 10.
10. Yeah.
You actually did pass. It's just a 10.
I'll take it. I'll take my successes where I
Cleo,
can get
right
them.
before the disaster happens, like picks up her pace and walks with Marcus.
Yeah. Okay.
This is so bad.
What's the worst thing that happens right now? Everyone make perception checks.
Oh boy.
With me.
The rats back. The rat diplomacy.
Yeah, wait, we didn't talk about the rats. Can we go hook up with our rat friends?
I'm not hooking up with any rats.
But everyone.
Perception 13.
5.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay.
17.
17.
You know, there's a lot of horses here.
There's a lot of.
That's a funky looking
Actually,
horse.
Avalon, that is a very good point.
That's so weird. I
Hold
got
on,
that
guys.
one.
My horse Postmates is here.
Everyone, you guys are moving through the city as normal. Clio, as someone who succeeded both on the stealth and perception checks, you see two Imperial guards.
Okay. It's not illegal to walk around.
And one of them
Uh-oh.
motion towards you, like goes to walk towards you, and the other one grabs him and pulls him backwards.
This
Well,
is
what's
an
that?
absolute win.
I would like to make an insight
Sure.
check, please.
Insight check.
Thank you very much.
Either that's very bad, or maybe that guard is on our side.
We have
14.
corrupted the policing system. They are now
That's
good.
a 5. You rolled a 5.
Mhm.
But it's a 14. Insight check on the.
Is this bitch pissing his pants because he's scared
I
of
do
us?
have spell slots now. Give me 1 second. No,
Do
tell
you-
me
I
while
was
you're
gonna
talking.
say,
let me-
do you let Marcus know?
I'll like
Okay, cool.
The first guy recognized you and treated you as like a threat, like was going to come up to you guys, and like you guys aren't doing anything, like you said it's legal to walk around, but was going to give you guys some trouble. The second guy gave a symbol, like pulled him back, and as he turned, gave him like a very like serious look, as in, I don't know, 14's not good enough to get like the good shit.
do you want me to roll it again?
No.
Advantage for succeeding both checks?
He's not afraid of you. I'll tell you that. It's not like it's not they're cool, and it's not like this is way out of our league. It's like you're not supposed to be doing that.
Well, first of all, he should be afraid.
Yeah, we
So
are
jot
way
that
out of their
down.
league, so jot that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you nudge me, I could just cause like a crash sound. Okay.
Mm-mm. If you like start trying to do something, Clue's gonna like,
Okay.
it's not worth it.
Alright.
Yeah, we're at the Coliseum where a bunch of people got killed. I'm sure we look like a threat to a lot of people. There is probably something more to it than that, but I think that's what Clio assumes it was. It's like we are associated with the death of a large number of people, and he could have like known dudes that were there and were killed and could blame us for that, and there's nothing I can do about that. So
Let's keep walking.
You guys make it to the library, which is, I think most of you have never seen before. Aemil's been there before. Cleo's been there before. Augustus has been there before.
I didn't even know we had a library.
It's actually like a standard, like almost like residential house, but just kind of the bare bones stone of it. Everything else has been burned, and even that stone is blackened, deep, dark with ash. And as you kind of approach, you realize that it's kind of a pit. This place had a basement to it, a rather large, fairly expansive basement that also has been completely burned out, and that floor is gone. It is just a hole of ash.
As we walk up, I'm just gonna take Cleo's hand.
okay.
I'm going to
Yeah.
interrupt very quickly just for a logistical thing, just because I realized it. So I am in fact going to cast minor illusion. Just remind me, or sorry, not minor illusion, mage armor. Can you cast on a long rest and then like get your spell slots back? So like, could I have cast it at the end of the long rest?
If you had the spell points to do it, yeah, before.
And then it would have reset everything.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Can I have done that?
Yeah, if you had the spell points, yeah.
I have a question.
For sure, Avalon. Maya.
Wasn't the next time Marcus cast a spell, he was gonna surge?
That was
Casrius. Never mind.
Okay. You already did that. Yeah.
But you do have to roll, right?
You do have to roll.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to be such a...
It's okay. We'll do it if it does end up being a surge. We'll do it here now, not back when it happens.
Sick. It was a late reaction.
Yeah.
Does that mean my little thingies reset though?
Yeah. Since you're when was the last time that you surged? It was Casrius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you haven't cast a spell since then.
That's a 5.
Okay.
So we're good.
So now you're on a 1 to 2. Cool.
Terrifying.
And we are back at the burned out husk of the library.
It's quaint.
Mm-hmm. I think Clio is like kind of like the way that you get when you are like shutting yourself off. Like I think she is like just kind of like you look at her and there's just kind of like nothing. And she kind of like, I don't know what I thought I was looking for, but I don't know where to start.
Shall we go in?
I would be really careful. I don't know that it's structurally sound. Aemil, would you mind the magic?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll throw up a detect magic.
I just want to know if anything pings. I mean, Casrius said something about he was near here when he had his powers, and I just want to see if there's any evidence.
I think it's within 30 feet of me. I'll just walk around.
Okay. You walk around, like the inside of this place. Again, the floor has been like burned out of it, so there's a little bit of like leftover wood and stuff near the edges, but you'd have to like fully climb down to get in.
And glass probably too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because it had I'm gonna flex really quick my Clio character doc knowledge. The way that they lit the like archives, I might have talked about this already because I'm very proud of it. But there were skylights in the like actual building, and then like this series of like mirrors basically that they used to like light it because you couldn't have candles around like
it would fucking
like text and stuff.
It would burn it down.
Yeah,
you can have candles.
Yeah, that's the reason, because it's a fire hazard. Like you're making a joke about my trauma, but that's the reason is because it's a fire hazard, and that's how she knows that it wasn't an accident because there were no like candles.
As I'm,
and it's also why like it closed at night. Like there weren't people in it at night because there's no candles. Nope.
As I'm looking around, can I like, I'm not a fucking forensic scientist or anything. Can I like investigate and see if I can find like where it started, or is there like?
For sure. Maybe.
Yeah, I would also like to scope for that. If I don't know if I can give advantage.
Aemil, make a perception check for the detect magic and an investigation check for that. Clio, you can also make an investigation check for doing some forensics.
Perception is a 16.
Can I give like Clio advantage or something, just in the way that like I think Marcus is like, we've come here to investigate, is like kicking up.
I rolled an 8, so I'd appreciate it.
You want to help? Yeah.
Both of those are going to be 16s for perception and investigation.
It's not nat 20. I rolled an 18. That's just way better than what I had before. Sorry, I got excited. Okay. Where are my characters? Sorry, I'm thinking so hard that I forgot how to do D&D for a second. Investigation. That's it. 21.
Ooh.
Investigation.
Baby.
I know. I'm kind of excited about that, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Aemil and their detect magic. You look around. Oh man, how would this work exactly?
Are we still being scryed on?
Hmm?
Do they see us?
Oh yeah. Okay. No, you're let me Clayton give me a look, so I'm gonna double check the spell just so I can be sure.
I think it's like 10 minutes.
It's an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
No, it's 10 minutes. You're right.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You're no longer being scryed on.
They could have cast it again. You never know. Just double checking.
I didn't make a wisdom save though. That's meta.
Aemil, you're looking around, and nothing is striking you as magic.
Nothing at all.
I mean, us.
Yeah, nothing
But,
aside from like the normal
Okay.
magic stuff.
Normal.
And as Clio and Marcus are like kicking around down, I assume you guys moved like all the way down into the building, into the basement.
Yeah, I want to get because it's it's either 10 or 30 feet. I don't know. Whatever it is, I want to be able to sweep the whole area. So if anything pings, I'm going to see it.
Mm-hmm. The ash that they're kicking up is like, some of it is glowing, giving off, because it's like glitter almost at this point because it's so small and fine. Is giving off like divination and what's the other one?
Sorry?
I got all the Skyrim ones confused now. Now that I started playing Skyrim, it's not alteration. Not
Transmutation?
Abjuration?
Abjuration is protection. Conjuration is conjuring.
Divination and let me pull out Tasha's real fast. Do a little quick check.
It's a necromancy.
What do you need from Tasha's?
Sarah
Probably
does not
Tasha.
trust Tasha.
I don't trust Tasha. Who is she?
I like Tasha. She's cool.
I'm sure she's fine. I don't trust her though. She's not my mom.
She's the D&D equivalent of a girl boss.
Divination
That's not
enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay.
Yes.
I don't like enchantment magic. No, I don't. Not one bit.
Oh.
I'll relay that.
I think I know what you needed from Tasha's. Okay.
Is there anything special about the books in here besides, being
historically significant?
Significant?
I mean, I thought we were all under the assumption, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I was certainly under the assumption that there just was not magic until the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have no reason I wouldn't have known to look, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I can't assume that.
Aemil, as you and Clio are talking to each other, you see intermittently spurts of like strings of divination magic hitting in between you guys.
That's weird. Is it on any specific topics that we're talking about? Like if we talk about historical significance of book, is it like bing, 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 bing? Or like what?
Keep talking and I'll let you know.
Should we, I'll say that there's stuff going on, and then should we talk to Casrius about this or Aster or
I don't know.
And is this just happening between me and Clio, or if I turn to Augustus and ask him, is there do you know of anything weird happening here?
Also, is the divination magic gold?
Divination is pink.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Casrius said that this was where he got it, that it started near here for him. but I haven't been here since the fire. This is the first time I've been here. I don't know if it's me. I don't know. Are you getting, it's just like a string? What do we do about
little,
this?
like cobwebs almost.
Okay. I mean, it's probably fine, right?
If it's not actively hurting us, it's probably fine is the general rule that I think I'm going to go with from now on.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Clio, with your 21 investigation check, right? Everything down in that everything down in that basement is burnt to a crisp. The kind of the house itself is burnt at like the bottom at the floor, and then less so towards the top at the tip. You being someone who has recently been in a house that's been on fire.
Yeah.
And you guys heard, I believe, Augustus talk about, or who was it that asked? I don't know. Augustus described when his dad threw the fire at him and started the fire in that room. That room was the most blackened and charred. Where the fire starts is the most blackened and charred. So this fire started down like deep in the basement. It did not start in the top and spread down there.
Just doesn't make sense.
Are we in the basement?
I don't understand how that could have happened. Because she wouldn't have let someone in, and she wouldn't have started it herself. Aemil, do you think we should be concerned about pig magic? It's probably fine.
I don't think anyone's looking at us. I think
feel okay?
Do I feel okay?
Yeah.
How am I feeling?
You feel fine. Nothing abnormal. Clio, Aemil, you see as Clio was like, that doesn't make any sense. She wouldn't. The divination magic was like not connecting to you this time was like kind of like going off her head, like little squiggles.
Talk about that more. Hold on. Something is happening.
About if you're okay?
No. Before that.
Aemil, as you say, talk about that a bit more. Enchantment magic launches between the two of you in the same way the string is.
Oh.
And we're all hearing this, right? We're all in the basement.
Oh, wait, no. I think this place is like magic. It's like picking up the magic of our words. So if you're speculating on something that might have happened or will happen, it's divination. And I told you to talk about something, and I saw enchantment magic, and what else can I try? Oh God!
I can talk about.
I want to kill Quintus.
Oy vey, okay.
The violence.
I'm just testing.
Does that
something.
do anything, or is it just enchantment and divination?
You said I want to kill Quintus. Nothing.
What if I want to?
Ooh, this is a mystery. This is a puzzle.
I make statues. I make things.
Nothing.
Talk
Can
about
I
the
do
notebook.
like an Arcana check or something like that to try and see like if I can?
Sure, try to put together.
Get any kind of.
Can I help?
I
with
just
that,
I feel like Clio would have a better sense for what's going on here than I personally do, and I don't know how to like reflect that any other way. Okay.
Can I help?
Sure. Yeah.
Take advantage, baby.
The first one was better. The first one was way better. The second one wasn't that one. We don't want to talk about it. But I rolled a 14, so let me add numbers to that. Wait, 14, 15, 20. That's a regular 20. Just a regular straight up 20.
Book club?
A 20. Yeah, I think Aemil's kind of got it on the nose. that it's picking up on the words that you guys are saying and how especially for the enchantment magic. You think about when Marcus casts, or I guess I don't know if you've ever seen him do it.
No, they have
Suggestion.
not. That is a family secret.
Cast suggestion, how that's like the verbal component is just like normal words in the command. There's like a little bit of magic that keeps on sparking up in here. As for divination, speculation, yes, and memory, that one's a little bit more flexible. And then finally, there was something else I was going to tell you right now. You rolled Arcana, and Aemil helped you, and
Got a dirty 20.
I lost. It's a dirty 20. I lost. I'll absolutely tell you if it comes back to me, but I have forgotten what I was going to tell you.
I have a thing I want to try.
Okay.
Another thing.
Oh wait, I remembered what it was. You by doing that Arcana and trying to like tap into the energy that Aemil is feeling right now. Aemil can see everything. You get a similar feeling to when you were in the presence of Shadow Cecilia, and when you saw the flaming owl.
This
you
is
are
Casrius's dad.
Like a vibe.
This is Casrius's dad? This is your father-in-law?
I'm meeting the parents.
Meeting the parents.
I just remembered Clio did actually live with Casrius's parents for a number of years, but that's fine. Okay. I don't want to say we have company because that's not right. But I think we are the company. I think maybe
I am president of the company.
I am actually the CEO. This is my library. Who moved in?
I'm the CEO of the library.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. And if I cry, it doesn't leave this building. And if I hear any of you talk about it, I don't know what I'll do, but you'll have broken my heart and you'll have to live with that. Okay, Aemil, eyes open. Madigan was a very dear friend of mine. She was brilliant and better than me at everything. And I can't believe she's gone. And I don't know. I know that if she was, is this doing anything? Because this is painful.
Aemil, you see divination, the one that's just coming off of Clio to no direction.
It's doing things, but it's not leading me anywhere.
She'd know. That's the worst part, is she would absolutely know what this means. I just know it.
You could try talking more directly to whatever it is here.
I don't want to talk to it.
You could try talking
Real
to
fast.
her.
I don't know if it's changed, but Gaius had an idea, something that he wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, Clayton.
You're good. It was similar vein. I was just gonna say pin the sky to the earth. I want to see if that does anything. If
Yeah,
that
say
triggers
it.
like evocation magic or something, or if that
Very interesting. Okay, you say
prompts
pin the sky to
anything.
the earth. Yeah, Aemil, you see enchantment magic, Gaius, and then straight up into the air.
That's interesting. Because Clio, when she was just kind of speaking, it was like squiggles, but straight lines are talking to people, it
Yes.
feels like. Okay.
It doesn't go like all the way up into the sky. It like fades to get to like the top.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll
Clio, why don't you try speaking to your friend?
Okay. God. Just like, hi. Can anybody? This is so strange. Can anybody hear me?
It's to your friend, not to anybody.
I don't know, Avalon. I'm doing my best. Hi, Madigan, if you're listening. I wish I could find out what happened here and do something about it. And it is really kind of eating me at this exact moment that I can't, which is weird because I have kind of just been like weirdly fine for like 4 days, and it's like now it's happening. Now I'm feeling it.
Clio, roll a D100 for me.
Oh no, I don't want to.
Time to surge.
This is Marcus's thing. I don't like it. 64.
64?
We add 5 to that?
Yeah. It was just,
It's like bump it up to a nice cool 69.
come on.
Okay, would I have done anything? Because I can
A 64 does not do anything.
What about the 100 I rolled pre-stream?
Does Aemil see any funky little lines?
Yeah, what's
Perhaps. I'm trying to remember everything that you said. I don't think so. No.
Marcus has a sketchbook on him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to reach down and like lick my little pinky, or like my pointer finger or something, and I want to take some of the ash. I want to like draw something on the page of my sketchbook with the ash.
Interesting. Okay, what do you draw?
I guess Clio. She's in front of me, and I don't know. She's the one who's connected to this place the most. I just kind of like start.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of your French girls.
Please.
Yeah, you start drawing Clio in front of you, but every time you lift your hand off the paper, it shifts a little bit, and you kind of keep drawing and trying to correct stuff, and it shifts just a little bit more. And you have a drawing of Clio, but it's a couple years younger than Clio now. Like the features are just kind of different, and yeah, it's from a couple years ago. It looks like. How old is Clio right now?
She's 20. She's Dodie age. Remember, she's 25. And then Dodie had a birthday, and I had to be like, "Is Clio 26 now? What's going on?" Yeah, she's 25.
How old was Clio when you all started the library?
I think she was 19. Let me pull up the Google Doc. I think she was 19. I feel confident about that.
You have a drawing of 19-year-old Clio.
I say kind of slowly to my sketchbook. I go, "Was that your doing, or whatever else is here?"
The sketchbook, the page like flips over by itself, and then it says, "That was me with the help of the magic that's here, the divination."
The Divination's a cool name.
Cool. Well, it's a good drawing.
I was right. What can I say?
Okay. Yeah, there's I don't know if this is recent or if it's always been in this place, but I'm just gonna flip the sketchbook to show younger you. Just be like, this is either something's here or something residual is here.
Marcus, is there any chance your sketchbook can talk to the magic here?
I open it up. I'm like, would you like a play date?
I have questions.
I just leave it open. I kind of like let it listen in. I don't know if it can.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I thought if I came here that just all of the answers, this is where I come for answers. This is where I've always come for answers. I thought if I just sort of showed up here that all the answers I would just suddenly know what to do, and that's not how it works, and that's not how I should have expected it to work, but I still want answers. I still want to know. I want to know why these things happened. I want to know why they happened to me. And I even if the answer is because someone lit a match, then that's an answer. I have too many, because I can't guarantee that. I don't know if it was someone lit the fire here or if there was some kind of magic or something, or I don't know what happened here, but the only one who could tell me is gone. So I think she's gone, and I don't know what I'm looking for, but I guess it's I need to know why.
I can like Ouija board draw.
Marcus, as you put your notebook open to like listen in, the pages, not like the notebook, like I just described it, like shifted over. They kind of just happened to like fold over to like a more natural resting place. And it's on some of your sketches. I don't think the ones that your notebook made on the first scene in the Coliseum, but someone before that. And it's open there, and then suddenly the sketch that you did turns cubist, and it flips over again, and then like it starts stretching and bending and melting on the page, like the lead starts moving around, and that one's surrealist. And the next one moves over, and the art that's there becomes circles and lines and abstract, and it starts moving again. It's going slowly. It's gone through like 3 pictures, but it keeps on changing, like the defined, like life drawings that you have into.
Why?
First of all, those are my fucking drawings.
Do I like see this happening?
Yeah. I don't think, why not? Yeah.
You want me to stop?
I don't know whose this is. I don't know if this is yours, if this is mine, if this is this place's.
I don't know.
Is this... I take out the cube. I take out the weird cube.
Not the cube.
Take out the murder cube. Take out our pilfered murder cube that we stole from the man that we killed.
How would these two interact? Oh my god.
We are in a little science lab.
Yeah, truly we're like 8-year-olds in a chemistry lab that we're
like
not
that
supposed
one,
to be in.
What is like World Alchemist, that game, right? Where you have all the elements and you just put them together. Yeah. And you put these ones, it's like that.
It's Dragon Veil. You're mixing the
Dragon
dragons.
Veil. No, Avalon's isn't here yet.
Marcus, you take out the obelisk. I'm gonna call it the obelisk. Not a cube.
Sorry, I can't think
it's
of
fine. No, don't worry about it. It's better. Obelisk is just better than rectangular prism, which is what it actually is. You take it out, and some of the ash that you have kicked up kind of magnetically pulls itself towards it. Like, have you ever had a magnet and like and iron shavings? Yes, exactly. And they start doing that where they kind of stick out spike-like onto it. Aemil, you can see that all the pieces of ash that are kind of coming towards it are the magical ones.
Both divination and enchantment.
Yes.
Is that thing giving off a vibe? Did we already talk about that?
I believe we did, and it was conjuration. I believe.
Conjuration. Cool. Okay.
Or evocation, maybe both.
Okay. I am gonna close my sketchbook before it transforms
everything
all
gets
of my
screwed up.
life's work. Did you get any of the answers you needed?
Just that it's I mean, it's got to be Casrius's stuff, right? It's got to be his domain, which sucks because this was not his only. So I feel like I'm entitled to have. If anybody's magic is going to be here, the fact that it's just his. But that's fine. Yeah, I mean, do I feel like it was taken from me? A little bit. I can't do anything about it though. So this probably maybe was a waste of time. And
I don't think it was.
I'm sorry.
I think no. I think
You needed it.
yeah. And even though you didn't get like clear answers, I don't know, maybe I'm reading into things, but I feel like Marcus, your sketchbook was trying to tell us something, and I might be off base, but I feel like it was trying to tell us that it was related to this kind of explosion of magic and weirdness. It wasn't just a match.
yeah, it opens up so many more questions, because if it's not contained, if someone took the cork off this bottle or it uncorked itself somehow, but if the mouth of the bottle isn't just the Coliseum, we don't know anything. Then we don't know anything, because we don't know who has magic. We don't know who could have magic. It's fine. Life is about questions. There's always going to be questions. I hate to feel like we're slipping, like we don't know as much as we did and we don't understand as much as we did, because it feels like everyone's just a step ahead of us. I just wanted to get a step ahead, but there's still time, I guess.
We're still ahead in many ways and behind in other ways, unfortunately, but this Lepidus fellow, they don't know that we're coming.
Unless that was them watching us.
And if it was, we'll deal with it.
Right. But
also, in some ways, this is a numbers game. Albatius was honestly stupid enough to put 5 of us together. And as far as we know, we can't make any assumptions, we might be the only ones who have the advantage of being somewhat of a team, whatever that means.
that's a good point. It's fine. Sorry, there's a lot of, it's bringing back a lot to be here, but you're right. It's a numbers game. I'm good. Let's go.
Everyone makes their way out of the ruined rubble.
Can I, as we're exiting, can I just do a little like perception check or something to see if like anything survived or anything like that?
Sure.
Like
yes.
stuff. 15.
No, there is nothing in here except for what Clio grabbed. These places been
Yeah. I think Cleo's gonna hang behind just a little bit, like as people are leaving the basement. And I think she's gonna do a similar thing, just like take one last look around and see if there's like anything she can find, anything that would have survived, and there isn't. So I don't feel like I need to roll for it or anything, unless you want me to.
Make a religion check for me, Cleo.
Okay.
That's new. That's weird.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
20,
Thank you,
20,
Rachel,
20,
for
20.
the dice. If you're watching this.
Cleo, you are standing right in front of where the front door used to be. And apparating in front of you is, again, the ghost of Madigan. And it reaches forward and opens the door and smiles. There's no door, but it makes that motion. And it starts talking, and you can't hear her again. You can't hear whatever she's saying. And she kind of backs up, and her feet kind of float where the ground used to be. And it's just kind of talking for a little bit. And she moves over to the left and starts going down the stairs. And you kind of get this bird's eye view of her going up. She looks back behind her and she laughs a little bit. And walks down there into where the library was. And then she goes and takes a seat back to where she was normally stationed. You can see her arms and elbows resting on invisible tables. She starts pulling up imaginary books from the bookshelf. And then her head kind of shoots up, and you see her nostrils kind of flare for a moment. She kind of yells out, and she stands up very abruptly, and runs to the other side of where some of the stacks used to be. And she turns, and apparently she sees something, and she is yelling and screaming, and she is shoved to the ground. She again starts backing away as you can't see anything else that is happening here. Her body is kind of it hits against something. Again, another stack of library shelves that used to be here. And she is hit across the head.
I guess I have to kill somebody. Okay, well, all right.
She goes to reach for where the stairs used to be. She is stopped by some unseen force. She is hit against the wall and collapses.
I'm gonna
This
violence.
ghost is dragged back across the floor up into where she was sitting just a few moments previously. And a few moments go by, and you see parts of her skin flaking.
Yeah, no.
She dissipates.
Yeah, I think as if she's getting if Cleo sees her dragged, she fully turns away. Nope. Hey Marcus. Ask it what set the fire. Ask it right now. I don't know if it'll answer, but I have to try. You have to ask it. Ask your notebook right now. Okay, I don't know if there's something. Is there ash
I put
that
a hand on Cleo's shoulder, just
Cleo is immediately she's frenzied. She's freaking out.
I have a firm grip on your shoulder, and with the other hand, I want to take some of the ash again and open up. Can I one-handed flick open my sketchbook and just kind of smear ash across it and go like, you heard her.
The ash, your notebook says, I don't know. I've never been here. And the ash like falls over the words that it is writing. And like you can see them almost pull off the page, and it falls back to the ground.
And can you write it in the ash?
I'll kneel down and start.
We write who set the fire in the ash.
The language. Oh my god! You write who set the fire in the ash.
Wait!
Yeah?
I cast suggestion.
Ooh.
Can I cast suggestion? There's like enchantment magic here. I want to cast suggestion and write and say like, tell me who set the fire. I'm just it doesn't have to work, but I'm casting enchantment magic here. I'm saying, tell me.
Wait, I might wanna add to that. Give me 1 second. Let me just Google what type of magic this is. I don't think I have divination magic. I have sending. That's divination, right?
I have a thing I kind of want to do that's unrelated.
What was that?
Sending is not divination. I know that for reasons.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have
when you were talking before, you said something about a language, and obviously I can't do this before, but as soon as I hear something I don't understand, I'll cast comprehend languages.
Which is divination magic.
Which is divination.
Yeah.
Avalon, if we want to get in on this, I can...
All my stuff is... I don't have anything. All my stuff is abjuration or... I was going to take detect thoughts. Can I cast... I'm going to cast detect thoughts. Okay. I'm just going to do that. That's the last spell that I have. I'm just going to take detect thoughts.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw in something else to this sort of ritual. I'm gonna cast one of two. One of two.
Out.
A or B, guys. A or B.
One.
B.
Damn, all right. Outnumbered,
it's
outvoted.
Cleo's library. You can do the first one.
No, it's good. Democracy. She would want it to be a democratic situation.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Warding Wind, which is evocation, but I have a very specific image in my head of everything except what was being written out being blown away.
Okay.
The other option was lightning bolt.
Avalon, what do you
feelings out?
If you do lightning bolt, the answer could maybe crystallize into glass.
There is a lot of broken glass around here. I'm just saying.
I cast Warding Wind. Yeah. I did that.
I don't have any.
What did you want?
I don't have any like divination or.
I mean, I cast an evocation spell. I cast an evocation spell. So.
No, it was. We have a notebook that's full of words we can't understand and dust that changes things. For the weird code thing, because that's where my brain went if we want to take that out. But that's unrelated to this, so I think it's not the time.
All right. Okay.
I'm thinking more along the lines of how do we get all our parents to contribute?
This has some fun Percy Jackson vibes of like, my parent better show up to this. If you don't show up for me right now.
That was why I contributed the way I did.
Will acid splash make things worse?
I'm do it.
Maybe just vibes. You don't have to put a spell in. Maybe just put your vibes.
Magic vibes, yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna message the dust. I'll message the
it.
same question to the dust.
All right. Okay. Okay.
God, I can't believe I rolled that nat 20. That was insane.
We are doing a little.
That's so crazy when that happens.
Just so we don't forget, a spell was cast, Mr. Prosperous.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But I am casting suggestion on whatever is here to tell me.
Awesome.
Got detect
I'm
thoughts
good.
on.
Oh, Will's rolling dice. I don't like that.
Dang.
Dang. What?
Hey. I hope that was a good
Oh,
dang.
this could be so cool.
Could be so
This
bad.
could be so
I'm waiting
cool.
for
This
another
could
Dominicus
also be the
Foss
dust is like,
moment.
I'm
Yeah. You're what?
dust.
You cut
I
out
said
there
this
for a
could be
second,
very
Riley.
cool. It could also be the
I'm
dust is
just
just
picking
like,
up
I'm
dust
dust.
all over the place.
Yeah.
What if
It
we
could be that we
create
dumped
another
all this.
singularity?
Oh, I should probably mark off the spell slots that I just expended. Maybe.
Ideally.
Detect thoughts. Suggesting it and then detecting thoughts on this place is cool. I don't know if we'll get away with it, but
What if we just created a second or third singularity and just gave other people powers?
That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool of
That's
us to do
that's
that.
spreading the wealth.
Are you okay?
Cast a ton of
Did we
magic.
womp you? Did we womp you real good?
Maybe it's up to Clio actually. You guys cast a ton of magic. And then so I went to Tasha's and I was like, this sounds like one of those like magical, what are they called? Supernatural regions. That's what this
Yeah.
thing is. And then I rolled a D100 and I rolled a 96. And I was trying to figure out which one of this is the best area for that. And I'd say probably unraveling magic.
Ooh.
96 to 100 for unraveling magic. One random creature in the region can suddenly cast the wish spell once within the next minute. Reroll if you've rolled this effect in the past 24 hours. I'm not going to make it random. This is Cleo's area. Cleo, you want to cast a wish?
Oh, hey, hey ho, hey, hey oh.
Give me a fucking minute. Give me a goddamn.
Oh,
Holy hell.
Okay. I am now prepared to cast 9th level magic. 8th level magic. I'm prepared to cast a magic.
Mhm.
Oh, it better not be 9th. Isn't it only up to 8th
do your
level?
wish. Just do
Okay.
your wish. I'll figure it out.
Okay. I think Clio wants to know what happened here, and I think part of that too is like to ensure that it doesn't go that there's justice for her friend who was killed. And so I think a part of that too is this like desire to like avenge her in a way, or kind of like, you know, keep her memory alive in that way. And I think that perhaps that desire to keep her alive and keep her going in some way, I think perhaps Clio will be casting some resurrection magic of some nature. So I don't know if we want to say for sure that that's reincarnate or what's going on there.
Could also be
So you want to bring her
simulacrum.
back to life?
I think so. And I think like Clio is a very like mental, like a brain, like logistics person. Like I think like, just to make my case for this, not that I have to convince you all because I know you're all with me, but I think like it's important to me that it gets across that like this isn't even like a grief response necessarily. This is like a result of her quest for answers. And I also like she has that like researcher feat. Like I think part of it too is that like she has a like there's a thing in the feat that she has that talks about like if you can't find answers, you know where to get them. And I think like that kind of thinking of like, this is like the best possible way that I could get these answers. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Yes. Thank you for coming to this
Right.
momentous occasion. These are what we would call unprecedented times. I would call this unprecedented.
All right. Marcus, you write in the ash, who did this, what happened here. Aemil, you cast comprehend languages to get a greater understanding. And then Gaius, you blow all of this ash up in the air. all of this latent magic that is happening here starts pinging around Aemil. You can see between everybody's different minds, divination and command. And as the ash comes down to settle, it starts to swirl and form first into feet and then ankles and legs, taking on human form. And as it does, it colors. Life is kind of breathed back into it again. And standing right in front of you, Clio, in the doorway of the library, is Madigan. And she falls forward into you and clutches onto your toga. And she looks up at you and says, it was Aster. And she faints, still breathing, still alive, but she faints. And that's where we're going to call the episode.
I knew that dummy was bad.